Hello, welcome back. September wants to write. She wants to write some stuff down. I let her write her name. See? See, I'm writing my name. Uh-oh. There. Yay, you wrote your name. She's holding the pen herself. I don't know exactly. With our cats, that's another topic we could talk about. How is it that they have 9 lives? How is it that animals have, they have 48 chromosomes? We got 46. So they should have us as pets, right? But I just wanted to wrap up a couple things I left out. And really quickly, okay, bye. Bye bye. 2005. Something else that was weird. I was watching church TV, and somehow or another, the FedEx symbol came in the middle of the TV when I was watching it, and I didn't know what that meant. So I went outside looking around for a FedEx truck, and I found one. And I asked him if he had any packages or any mail for me, and he was like, "Who are you?" And I said, "You don't know?" And he was like, "Well, where do you stay?" I said, "I live everywhere." He was like, "No, he didn't have no packages for me." That shit was dumb. And also at the time, I was watching Fred Price Jr. He had a series called "What in Hell Do You Want?" And it was a series that I ordered. At the time, it was VHS tapes, and my family kept throwing away the tapes. I felt as though at the time somebody didn't want me to learn about heaven and hell, even though now I know it's not what we think, even not what we think, and not what's been presented. That also happened in 2005. I kept ordering, reordering these tapes. I gave a set to Kirk Franklin when he visited our church in DC. I was trying to tell him we need to get the Christian community together and we need to let everybody know about hell. And I even wrote letters to Congress, and I went out and bought all these videotapes because I was going to dub all of his "What in Hell Do You Want" tapes and send them to everybody in the world because I thought, this is urgent. And, like everybody needs to know about heaven and hell and what the devil is doing. And that was 2005. Also, one other thing, in 2005, the guy I met in the place, we remained friends. We kind of dated a little bit, but I met his family. This was 4th of July because his birthday was the day before. So met his family. He had a big family. It was like 55 of their asses. They just kept coming. I was like, damn. And one of his nieces, she sat up under me the whole time like I was some kind of angel. She thought that I was somebody special. And I thought when we went to go see the fireworks, I thought they were trying to kill me. Why me? Who am I? I'm not that important just because I was born in Philly and was raised in D.C. And the nation's capital was in Philadelphia, and it was moved to Washington, D.C. So I thought they were trying to kill me for some reason. I have no idea why. That was crazy shit. And, oh, bye. Don't bother my phone charger, girl. 2009, I also wanted to say about that particular episode. My family kept talking about selling my house. They wanted to sell my house. And, hey, they wanted to sell my house. Somebody washed all my clothes. I had good clothes. They washed them all like they were normal. All my silk, a lot of stuff messed up. Treated my kids really weirdly. My children didn't like the way family treated them when I was going through that. When I was, no, my son kept trying to get me to come in the house. So they were trying to get me in the bathtub as well. And I thought the bathtub was full of gasoline, like they were trying to kill me. And my front door had a screen door, and that shit opened by itself, opened and closed like somebody walked in. And I was sitting on the front looking scared to go in my own fucking house. And when my family called the authorities on me, for some reason I thought there was no driver, and I thought I was driving to this place with my mind, and because I didn't see a driver, I saw the man that supposedly got out, but for some reason I felt that there was no driver. So I drove with my mind. Then when I got into place, I also thought I could control the weather. The news was on, and they were showing all these hurricanes and stuff, and I was, trying to operate the weather. One of the staff persons asked me why I was doing that. He was like, "You ain't do that the last time you was here," but that was 4 years prior. This is 4 years later, and I try to do the Tesla numbers on these years that I went through this, because I'm still looking for answers as to why I went through this stuff, and what do I do now. Also, I just want to mention a weird thing that happened in 2012, 2013 in Atlanta. My daughter went to a Valentine's dance or something, and I met her and the girl she was with, her parents. They met me halfway. It was at a gas station. My daughter got in. I had our dog Mickey with us, and I don't know. I had, at the time, he was my husband. I had his truck, and I don't like Jeep Ladero trucks. They are horrible on gas, and so like on a cartoon, when a car runs out of gas, that's how it did. It ran out of gas, and my AAA had ran out 4 days prior, and what else did I? Oh, State Farm. I had to have some money for them to bring me some gas, and I pulled over because I tried to pull over as best I could to get out of the way so nobody would hit us. And then, I got angry. My daughter was angry. She was only 13, maybe 12, 13. And the dog, and it's late. And I thought we could leave the Jeep and get out and walk, but the dog, I didn't have a leash. And it was like midnight. And so anyway, something said, start the car. Started. And I did. And someone pushed us all the way home. Now, it was no gas because, well, we were gliding. I don't know what was pushing us home, because we had to go up some hills and down some hills, and then to turn in a parking lot and to put us in the parking spot perfectly was amazing. And at the time, I thought it was angels, but I didn't know the Anunnaki were angels, and I didn't know it was all a fucked up classification of angels fighting over humans and star systems and energy and stuff like that. I didn't know, but at the time, I thought it was angels that got us off the road. But anyway, some other topics that y'all might want to talk about the vaccinations for children and pets. If you're not going to get your baby vaccinated, then why are you getting your pets vaccinated? The school incarnation thing. Like, I'm trying to encourage my daughter, no vaccinations and no school. Homeschool all the way live. Work from home. That's what everybody should be doing, I think. If they have newborns, new children, young children, children under the age of, I would go so far as to say 16, because these teenagers don't know what the fuck they doing. And it's getting worse and worse and worse. All these organizations out here, all these churches, nobody should need any help right now. Everybody should have 30, 60, 100 pressed down, shaking together, running over in abundance, to the point where they just can't handle all of the shit. They should be giving away stuff, so I was very devastated when my mom left the household to go work. I was in the second grade, and I was devastated in my life. My whole life changed right then and there. So we could also talk about the Kundalini. That's supposed to be a snake deity bitch inside the base of our spine. The chakras and all of that. We could talk about that. We could talk about I did say school incarnation, how school is in the way. It should be no school. Everything should begin and end at home. Everything should be taught at home. So if your child is interested in playing basketball, they don't need to be wasting their time doing all of the other dumbass subjects that they have in school. It should be based on the learning should be based. Yeah, basic math, reading, writing. Yeah, but other than that, basically by the first grade, I think children should be doing algebra. It's not that hard. It doesn't take 12 years to learn. It doesn't take that long. Fast food restaurants, they don't pay taxes. They just buy up restaurants. They buy up real estate. That's what fast food is into, real estate. And they just sell GMO food. They sell fake food. You can go buy some McDonald's right now. Put each whatever you buy, put it in a sandwich bag or freezer bag, and just sit it on top of the refrigerator and wait for months and months and months for it to break down. It's never going to break down. We could also talk about college, that too. That's a front, I think. A lot of them are bones and skullmen, bone and skulls, whatever you call all the secret societies. I think that's basically what college is. We could also talk about how the devil got kicked out of heaven in the book of Genesis. Then he was back in heaven in the book of Job in the sons of God's meeting. Then they went with the devil's idea, took everything Job had, all of that, went with his idea. We could talk about that. So I thank you all for listening. I really appreciate it. Let's talk. Let's talk about everything. I'm trying to connect the dots of my episodes to today. Like, where does all this fit in? Why was I guided to the Magnetar star system? Magnetars are dangerous. You don't want to fuck with them. But why? Why was something throwing me into the wall? Why did I think I was on fire? Why did my 6-year-old son have to see that? Why did I think the devil was after me? Why? But where's the devil at now? I want to know who made the deal. Azazel, Samyaza, who? What was the deal made with humans, the reptilians? What happened? What was it? What was promised? Dimensions? Is that the kingdoms that they talking about? Dimensions? So I believe my next series is going to be about my visions, because I don't dream. I don't remember any dreams since 2017, early 2017. I really don't remember anything, but I do have visions, and they're out there. They're zenith. They're out there. They're really out there. So, I'm going to get that together. I'm going to try to do that series a little better. I apologize if, I did mess up some things. I said about the Squidbillies, 144,000. It wasn't 144,000 like they think. That's going to be with the Lord. I said 44,000, but it was 4,400. Jesus and Peter were counting only 4,400 people that were going to be in heaven, and their gates looked like barbed wire and stuff. You got to see Squidbillies, Family Guy, Rick and Morty, and The Simpsons. You got to watch it to keep up with what's really going on. So let's talk. Let's talk about everything. I'm going to get these visions together. They're very, very weird. And I want to know if anybody can relate. Is our DNA changing? Are we changing? Are we evolving? Where is the X factor, that gene? Where is it? Why was it removed? We need to get the leaders of the matrix. We need to get them. And we need to go home to our star system. You need to find out who you are. I'm trying to find out more about who I am. I don't know very much about myself. To think this is all an experiment by Inky and Anu and Inalu and whoever these entities are. I'm waiting to see them all. I'm waiting to see the Anunnaki, the Archons, Sophia, aka Wisdom, Adolfo Nicholas, all the world leaders. Where the vampires at? These some new vampires. The sun, that's why they can come out now, because that ain't the real sun. It's not going to burn them up. The ghosts, like in Murder House or American Horror Story, shit, you get killed, you just get up and just do your thing. Just like on 1984 in American Horror Story, the ghosts people got killed, they got up, they were ghosts, and they did whatever the fuck they wanted to do. Purgatory, heaven, hell, I don't know. Talk about it. Talk about, what is it called? Alchemy. Yeah, so appreciate y'all. And yes, I am in need. We all are. I want to give too. So sub to me, I'll sub to you. Let's help each other and let's spread the word. Please sub to the people that I named in my other video. I am going to link them in the description this time because I think it's worth your while. I think everybody needs to get ready for the grand solar event. It is going to happen. Like I said, Oppenheimer Ranch Project Diamond has a great timeline out. The 7 Ps, I think that's the name of the video. I think everybody that exists needs to check that out. I'm pretty sure the people in Skynet and the Atlanteans and the mermaids, I'm pretty sure everybody has seen that video. So I think you should watch it as well. Okay, peace, bye.